What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update number 25. Woo, we're getting there. Daily transfer update. Before we start the video though, if you're interested in Manchester City daily transfer updates, then subscribe, notifications on, and I'll keep you up to date with all the latest news, gossip, and exclusives and confirmations on all things Manchester City and transfers. So subscribe, notifications on. I apologise if it's picking up any of the background. I'm trying to not pick it up, but it's extremely warm in Britain if you aren't from here at the moment, and people are out having fun in the garden, so it might be picking up noises, people cutting the grass, people doing all that, etc, etc. I apologise, I can't help that. I'm trying my best to block it out as best that I can. We're going to crack on with the video though. So we're going to start with the ins, and we're going to start with a man that was linked with a couple of days ago, Daniel Arzani. Now, Daniel Arzani has confirmed in an interview that he's done with Australian television after their exit from the World Cup that he's going and flying out to London for a few days. He's going to meet with his agent. His future's up in the air. He's going to have a meeting with him. He doesn't know where he's going to be come the next few days. He doesn't know whether he's going to still be at Melbourne City or whether he's going to be going to another club in Europe. Is he going to be going to Manchester City? Man City are linked, and it is so simple for us to negotiate a deal with Melbourne City to sign him. So that could be Man City's first signing. So as he's coming to London, Man City have an office in London. Are we putting 2 and 2 together and getting 4? Or are we putting 2 and 2 together and making 5? Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. He's a young lad though. He'll be going out on loan once, if he signs for Manchester City, sorry. He'll be going NAC Breda, who's been tutored, so that's probably where he'll end up. Now time for everyone's daily transfer that everybody loves, Jorginho. Everyone's getting absolutely sick of this Jorginho transfer, aren't they? But Jorginho's agent, he's now in London. And not only is Arzani's agent in London, Jorginho's agent's also in London. He's in England. The bonus issues, according to sources close to Napoli, have now been resolved. That was talking about yesterday in yesterday's transfer update. If you're interested in that, by the way, I'll leave a link to that at the end of the video. But basically, that's all ironed out and sorted. Now we're just waiting for official confirmation to come that the deal has been agreed. We'll then wait for Jorginho to travel over to England to complete the deal. So he'll need personal terms, which has already been drawn up apparently and already ready to be agreed by Jorginho and his agent. He'll need to do a medical. He'll need to do his presentation, and Man City will then announce the deal. So still, we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Hopefully, we'll have some resolve by come the weekend, I hope. And last but not least, for the title of the video, they've been linked with Ben Foster. This has been backed up by the Telegraph. It's also been backed up by Sammy from Goal, who's on Twitter, quite reliable at Manchester City. But the Telegraph's reporting that Ben Foster is a target indeed for Manchester City. He's 35 years old. Jesus, man. Why? Why? I don't understand. I really don't. I'm hoping it's a wind-up. But if it's not, does that mean Claudio Bravo's leaving? Because if it's not, are we dealing with ourselves with another Richard Wright? Apart from, I imagine Ben Foster's probably going to be on more wage than what Richard Wright was on. And I don't understand why they're wasting money on these transfers if he's going to slot in as Man City's third goalkeeper. Now, we've just promoted Daniel Grimshaw. Muric is headed out on loan, and we're going to deal with the outs in a moment, and Angus Gunn's getting linked with a move away. So why are they stopping the progression of Daniel Grimshaw to bring in Ben Foster to pay more wage, just to waste more money so they can have another homegrown player there? Why not just promote one of the youngsters? They're already homegrown. I really do not understand this policy. I'm really frustrated. There's one thing I hate at the club. It's this goalkeeping situation. I feel like it's wrong. I feel like it's wrong having Claudio Bravo as our backup goalkeeper. I know some people will disagree with this, but I'd rather have one of our young lads on the bench supporting Edison in goal. I really would, because they're not going to get that many games. So and they could use it as a conveyor belt. I have no reason, or we could use Angus Gunn, but he'll probably leave, and I have no problem to put Daniel Grimshaw on the bench, or Muric, but they just sent him out on loan, but they could put him on the bench. And then come a season or so's time, when they want first team football, they've had experience with the first team, they'll have played a few games for Manchester City, we know that they're ready, they can go and impress on loan, more teams will be interested, knowing that they've got Man City's backup goalkeeper. That then allows them to progress. We will lose our backup goalkeeper, but we'll have a conveyor belt of under 16s, under 17s, under 18s, the EDS, goalkeepers. There's just a whole conveyor belt. We're always bringing in goalkeepers. So why are we wasting money on Ben Foster? I don't understand it. I really do not understand it with the goalkeeping situation. I think it's wrong. Let me know what you think of that in the comments though. I hate it when they're wasting money like this. I really hope this is another Johnny Evans situation. I really hope we don't sign him. I think it's a backward step. I really do. And I don't often criticise Manchester City's transfer policy, but I don't agree with that at all. We'll start with the outs now. Now, I mentioned Angus Gunn. Now, Sammy from Goal, again, reliable, is reporting that Southampton want Angus Gunn. Fantastic move for him. £15 million Wow, £15 million. I didn't think we'd get anywhere near close to £15 million. It says a lot that Angus Gunn's now valued more than Joe Hart. I forgot about Joe Hart as well, but there we go. Another homegrown player. We've already got a player there. Jesus. Oh my God. There we go. But Man City got a buyback clause put on that Angus Gunn deal, and Manchester City were basically saying if you go on to Southampton in a couple of seasons' time, you end up turning out to be England's #1 or something, they could sign him back. I see Ederson being at Man City for years and years and years, so that buyback clause, I'd say it's probably redundant, but you never know what the future holds. Ederson might leave. You never know. Next up, Zinchenko. Now, Alexander Zinchenko, I thought he'd be a player that would be leaving Manchester City, and Goal are reporting that Zinchenko could well be sold this summer. Man City have had bids apparently between £10 and £20 million. Now, if that is the case, and we're getting £20 million for Zinchenko, a player that's an attacker that we've been playing at left back, I'd snatch their hand off. Why? It's reported there's no deal closed, but if we're getting offered, that's right, £20 million, why haven't they accepted that? All I can think of is it must be a bad deal split over years and years and years, because £20 million for a player that probably won't be playing many games, if any games, next season. I like Zinchenko. I think he's a good lad. I think he's a good player. I just don't think his future's at Manchester City. There's loads of players like that. I hold absolutely nought against him. I want him to leave Manchester City, go and be a first-team player somewhere, and show everyone how good a player he can be. And Manchester City have a chance here to go and grab a lot of money. They could well be looking at £30+ million for two players in Gunn and Zinchenko that have got a handful of appearances for Manchester City between them. Has to be good business there. You've got to think like Manchester City, like you're a business, basically. Next up, bit of bad business here is Bobby Duncan. This situation's been handled. He's not the first player. He won't be the last player to be a youth academy player at Manchester City and leave. We've got 200k in compensation from Liverpool. Now, he leaves Manchester City on June 30th. He'll be a Liverpool player on July 1st. That's a blow for Manchester City because I think he's a good prospect. We've added this to the list of Sancho. There's a couple of other youngsters that are leaving. And Man City are pinching other youngsters from abroad. Most prominently, we're pinching one from PSG and one from Barcelona. So we started poaching theirs instead. Yeah. That's our youth policy at the moment. I think it's all over the place. And last but not least, another youth player we're looking at is Divine Nar. Now, he's been contracted up to June 30th of this year, which is, when's that? Saturday. So he's not going to be at Manchester City anymore, and he's announced his new club. He's going to be heading over. Well done to him finding a move, by the way. He's going to be heading over to Belgium. He's going to be moving to AFC Tubize. I hope I'm pronouncing their name right. Over in Belgium. Want to wish Divine all the best of luck in his new move there. And wish all luck to every other player that leaves Manchester City, as always. Let me know in the comments, sorry, what you think of all them transfers. I'm sorry, I'm just bemused by that Ben Foster thing. It's, oh man, I'm frustrated at Manchester City. At times I get frustrated. It's annoyed me more than the slow progress of Jorginho with getting linked with Ben Foster and just wasting money. Why? Oh man, and then they wonder, oh, we'll end the video. There we go, that's been the video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to slap a like on it. I'll keep you up to date with all the latest exclusives. I'm not going to be on tomorrow. Oh man, I said daily transfer videos too. But I'm not going, I'm away tomorrow, so I'll be back on Saturday. I will have a video out tomorrow because I have one scheduled, but it's going to be the review of the England game. I'm going to have a transfer update for you though Saturday morning, so stay tuned for that one. I can't possibly do one tomorrow because I'm away all day, but we'll be back again the day after the daily transfer video, so stay tuned, like and subscribe. Linked to my social media, they're in the description below. You can check out my Twitter and my Instagram if you wish. I'll leave the links to them worthwhile. Follow me. I'll keep you up to date whilst I'm away, by the way, and all things Manchester City and all things what I'm doing. You'll see me post on Instagram too, what I am doing if you are interested. Also links to my email, that's in the description below too if you want to hit me up with any business inquiries. Links to my second channel, my brother's partner channel, Mixie do mixology drinks. I'll leave the links to them end of the video. You can go check out my last transfer video over. I'll leave the links up to that end of the video. I'll see you all again on Saturday morning. So it's been JSGC. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Thursday, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, because it's basically my weekend as well now. So I'll see you all again soon. It's been JSGC. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now. Links to my description.